Thursday night is, in fact, going to be a wild night for the Los Angeles Chargers as they take on a division rival matchup against the Denver Broncos. Here to break it down and give you a preview on it here on Chargers Syndicate. Bolt up Chargers fans, what's going on here? Jake Silva here on Chargers Syndicate, giving you everything LA Chargers news and so much more. If it is your first time, fellow Charger fans, here on this channel, I encourage every single one of you, and thank you so much for all of your guys' continuous loving support here of the channel. Like, subscribe, hit the bell button, keep you up to date on future and past videos. Also, catch me on AFC West Roundtable every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific on Roundtable Sports. And also check out our sponsors at greengridiron.com for life size and also customizable mini helmets. All of them for your favorite taste of your favorite customization, whether your favorite team or however you like your style at greengridiron.com. Link in the description. Also, before checkout, use promo code LACSYN. That's LACSYN at checkout to get your discount on your helmet here today. All right, Chargers fans, you guys know exactly what's up. So Thursday night football, another prime time game for the LA Chargers, and one that the Chargers really want to take after being under a complete embarrassment against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and riding into a 2-game losing streak. This time, the Chargers are now facing against a division rival for the second time, the Denver Broncos. Now, the Chargers last time facing the Broncos on the road in week 6, they won 23-16, where Justin Herbert was 21 of 34, 237 passing yards, a touchdown and no picks, and to where he faced off against fellow Oregon Duck Bo Nix, 19 to 33, 216 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Now, the Chargers ended up sneaking away with this game, improving the record to 3-2. Now, the only thing that was the takeaway was the Denver Broncos lost their all-pro corner, Pat Surtain, to a concussion in that last go-around. Now, the Chargers, the only difference of this game is that they controlled the first 2 quarters of the game. The entire first half, they had a 20-0 lead until they got conservative and almost potentially lost this game to where they were shut down in the fourth quarter, and the Denver Broncos almost nailed a comeback, but only putting up 16 unanswered points, but still rallying enough to get the Chargers a win. Now, of course, the Chargers do not want this type of game to happen once again as they face the Denver Broncos for a second time, and this time in Los Angeles. Now, the betting line so far is the Chargers are favored -3, and they also are picked to win based upon the matchup predictor. Now, the only takeaway of it is that the Chargers are, in fact, going to be without a couple of important pieces to where Cam Hart is going to be out. Now, Elijah Molden is doubtful in this game and not entirely sure if he will be ready to play. However, Denzel Perryman, Tito Ebonia, Hayden Hurst, and a couple others are set to be making a comeback and potentially play this game against the Denver Broncos for the second go-around in week 16. Now, the Chargers know they want to rewrite the script of what happened in the last 2 weeks, and including one of the massive, blown out, embarrassing games against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, what the Chargers know that they have a problem at is that there are some talent deficiencies in some of the important areas. But the Chargers don't want to be stuck in the narrative of, well, they don't have this, they don't have that, they can't get over the hill. Ultimately, in a primetime game is something that Jim Harbaugh really wants to take away and potentially sweep the Denver Broncos in their division and maybe end up moving into the second spot in the AFC West, depending on how the rest of the season pans out. Will it be that easy? Not necessarily. Bo Nix is putting together a rookie of the year type campaign, but after coming away off of an interesting win against the Indianapolis Colts, where he only threw 3 picks, but yet came back and scored 21 points in the fourth quarter after being completely shut down by the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts just let one away. Jonathan Taylor losing the football, going to a touchback, and then the Colts with Anthony Richardson as their quarterback just was not productive enough. And the Denver Broncos defense really nailed it down. Bo Nix distributing to a lot of his weapons. Only thing that's going to be the difference maker for the Chargers that they really want to take advantage of is the dysfunctions in the run game. The Broncos have 3 guys as a running back by committee, from Javonte Williams, Jaleel McLaughlin, who apparently is hurt, and Audric Estime. And the Chargers know that they've got a run deficiency themselves with Gus Edwards and Kimani Vidal. They put together only 32 rushing yards last week. So the Chargers want to clean up the run game as much as possible. The other thing they also want to clean up is the one-off type game, as Jesse Minter mentioned, on the game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, putting up 40 points against a number 1 scoring defense. Now that is hindered the Chargers, they want to get back into the better rhythm and hopefully get back into the win column, as they only have 2 interesting games in front of them after this Thursday night, and where potentially the Saturday night game against the New England Patriots is going to be one that's an interesting one that the Chargers really want to take. This is always the closest matchups in the AFC West division, and something the Chargers want to take away more than anything to at least clinch their spot in the playoffs. If they get the win on Thursday night, that clinches their playoff spot. Their hopes may end up turning themselves around and potentially getting the right pieces back off of injury and maybe potentially make an interesting case for a run. The Chargers, I'm hoping, really do come away with the win. It might be closer than we think, but I believe that the Chargers, if all things go well, this game could be close, but something the Chargers want to sneak away with and sweep the Denver Broncos. I have the Chargers potentially winning 24-21 against the Denver Broncos and Bo Nix. That's going to do it here on Charger Syndicate. Like, subscribe, hit the bell button, keep you up to date on future and past videos. Jake Silva signing off, and we'll see you guys on the next video of Charger Syndicate. Thank you guys so much, and always remember to bolt up.